Tanner J. Fox and his Amazon Seller Mastery course. Is it real or is it bullshit? Stay tuned and I'll let you know what's up. Hey, so what's up everybody? My name is Trey Murphy and I am an aspiring entrepreneur. And some of the things I'm kind of into are social media marketing. I currently am starting my own social media marketing agency, and I'm also looking at different ways to diversify my e-portfolio, if that's what you want to call it. So in some of the other social media marketing groups I was into, this guy's name kept coming up over and over again. His name is Tanner J. Fox. And what he is, he's also an entrepreneur himself. He's a young man. I want to say he's maybe 21 years old. I think he's just old enough to drink. But he's found a way to make well over 6 figures by taking products from overseas and selling them on Amazon. This whole process is called private labeling. And he's found such success that he just recently bought a Lamborghini maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago. He's found so much success that he actually decided to start his own class teaching you how he was able to make so much money selling Amazon products. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking the same thing that I was thinking.
Man, this is some bullshit!
And I was like, yeah, everybody's got a damn program now and everybody's got some get-rich-quick scheme or whatever. So let me dig a little bit deeper. So I did what everybody does. I Googled his name, did some cross-referencing with other people that may have been in his course, asked a bunch of questions, and I jumped into one of his Facebook groups that he had from before he shut it off and made it private. It's no longer public anymore, but I just bopped in there and just kind of like took a feel of what everybody else was saying inside of the Facebook group. And of course, the obvious, I went to his Facebook, not his Facebook page, but his YouTube page and just listened to what this man had to say. And it was pretty informative. He didn't really, hit you with a lot of bullshit. He's like, well, this is what I do. I can teach you it. But of course, if you want the keys to the kingdom, you're gonna have to pay me. But fortunately for me, before I decided to just shell out the money, I watched all of his videos and listened and tried to get as much information as I could, because me, and I'm sure like you and a whole bunch of other people out there, was like, well, let me see what I can get from the free stuff and maybe I can piece it together myself and not have to worry about paying this guy X amount of money for something that I could do myself. So I tried. I took all the information that he had from his YouTube channel, went out and looked up some stuff on my own, and then I realized this is kind of difficult. So I went back to the Facebook page. Because I wanted to see if maybe there were some more additional nuggets of information that could help my process a little bit better, and also to check and see how the people that were already taking the class were doing. Now, at this time, there were only a few hundred people taking his class, and there really wasn't a whole lot of talk of people finding success because they were still going through the process. But for me, as a way of justifying me not jumping into the class, I was like, ha-ha! Nobody in there is really doing anything. It's a waste of my time. I'm gonna wash my hands of it. I made the right decision by not doing this. But my curiosity kept me coming back to check on the Facebook page from time to time, and as time unfolded, people started to get their products from overseas and were actually starting to sell them on Amazon, and people were making money, like pretty decent money. Nobody was like really balling out of control, but people were making around $100 profit a day, which is, you do the math, that's like around $3,000 a month of just excess income. So now I'm interested again. So I'm like, well, hell, if these regular folks can do it, so can I. So I went to his course and tried to see how much it was. It was like, I want to say it was like right around like $500 if I remember right. So I did the installment plan with 2 payments for like $280. Ends up paying a little bit more in the long run, but I did it anyways because I figured, you know what, $500, it's an all right investment. If worst case, I'll just get my money back by reselling the product that I'll get from overseas in some other way. It'll be a little bit harder, but it's an okay kind of like gamble as compared to some other courses that were paying $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 in order to do the same thing. Tanner's course just seemed to be the smarter move. So I did it, and come to find out, it was really short. The course was, golly, maybe 4.5, at most 5 hours worth of content. And what made the course amazing to me personally, or really eye-opening, is that instead of going on these long ass explanations of what this is and what this does, and he pretty much grabs your face like a baby, gets the spoon, and is like, eat this, shut up, do what I say, and you'll get paid. It's real straightforward. Do this, bang. He shows you. The camera is like over his shoulder per se, and you can watch him go through the process of how he gets his products, what he needs to do in order to make them look appealing on Amazon, and how to talk to the suppliers so that you can get a good enough product for a decent rate, and how to make people buy it. I'm talking step by step, no fuss, no bullshit. He just gets right to the point and is like, this is what you have to do. And that, honestly, kind of made me trust him a little bit more. I don't trust anybody completely, but it made me trust him a little bit more to at least pay attention. So I'm still kind of stalling because one of the hardest parts about this whole process is selecting a product, and it is a nightmare. Let me tell you, the class is great. What he's teaching you is amazing, but the work that you have to put into in the beginning, the work that you have to put into when it comes to finding your product is extremely time consuming. But the perk in all of this while you're waiting on your product, to me, is the community, because the Facebook page has a few hundred people that are going through the same process as you, and they ask questions and they use tools in order to help the business move along, such as Jungle Scout, which is an application that finds products for you and for the most part lists their value in terms of letting you know if it's worthy of you paying attention to spend money on that product in order to sell on Amazon. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to dip into what Tanner does. So that type of information gets shared. Plus, Tanner himself is really active within his own self-made community, be it through the Facebook page or through the YouTube page. If you have a question, you can email him directly and he himself hits you back. Now, it may not be as easy as it was beforehand when there was just a couple of hundred people, because he's only one man, and I'm sure he gets bombarded with hundreds, if not thousands of emails a day regarding what he does. But he legitimately will get back to you with some type of response. I think the longest I've had to wait for a response is like maybe an hour, and it's him. It's not like some bot. And then on top of it, he has daily YouTube videos explaining the process to people that may be interested in the course, and also answering questions for people that are already in the course, and it's all live. He also gets help. The course is his by himself, but he also has a couple of friends that bop in from time to time that are also taking part of the private labeling from Amazon, and they kind of help him answer some questions as well. And then to make matters even better, if you want an even more detailed and more personalized way of getting to know what it is that he does, he has an additional class called an entrepreneurial mastermind group, where he'll even go into more detail as to far as what products that you have, private one-on-one video chat conversations, everything to even flying you out to where he is so that you can see firsthand how it all goes down. But I will also say this as well. Even though the program is good, looking for products sucks, but at least you have something to do in the meantime, and watching people just grow their business right in front of you is very inspiring. But there are elements to it that I think you, as a person who's watching this video, may want to like speed up the process to get things moving forward, because there are a lot of people that are catching on, and Tanner isn't the only one that is offering his services regarding private labeling. I don't know why and how it's just sprung up so quickly, but there are a lot of people doing this. And Tanner is very confident. He'll let you know that Amazon is a very big company and that there's always going to be room for somebody to sell stuff. And as of right now, I do believe him as of today. But the skeptic in me knows that no business is without a bubble, and I think this also will have a bubble as well. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to encourage people that I know to take advantage of it now and to put yourself in a position where you're already established, making money, having a good following, so that when the saturation does occur, you already got a pretty good foothold and you already know what you're doing. And you would have already built up enough capital from the products that you're selling to figure out what the next move is going to be if and when this bubble does burst. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and wrap this video up because it has gotten way longer than I expected. I'm sitting here thinking I'm gonna make like a quick 3-minute review, and here we are. It's God knows how long. But I'm going to continue with the course, and I'm going to continue making videos to show you bits and pieces of my process of how I'm going about trying to take advantage of this situation. I'm not going to give out any information that Tanner gives out of his course, just out of respect, because this young man is trying to, get his, and it is what it is. But outside of the boundaries of what he's teaching on my channel, I'll show you my process and other things as well, because like I said, I have already started my own social media marketing agency and have a couple of clients as well. So I'll be speaking about that as well. So there should be some information at the bottom of the description page. It should point out Tanner's course and maybe some additional information, and you should take advantage. I think it's going to be worth it. I think it's a good gamble. It's a good gamble, and let's try and get this money before the opportunity leaves, right? So this is Trey Murphy. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next video. Oh yeah, one more thing. Subscribe to my page, man. I'm not out here just giving out all these free golden tips just for the hell of it. I got bills to pay. Subscribe, I promise you, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Click it. Appreciate you.